What's up, YouTube? It is Kylie Martin here on your TV, computer, phone, wherever it is that you're watching from. We know that you're on the Supercross BMX YouTube channel, and we are so stoked to see you here, guys. Oh my goodness. Today, we're gonna be getting into something super duper duper tiny. If you guys haven't guessed it by now, maybe you saw the thumbnail, who knows? Either way, we're gonna be getting into the race chip. Okay, this slides right on the bottom of your fork, and it's probably so small that you forgot it was even there, which may lead you to ask, well, why do I even need to run it? I have bearings. I have all these other things that make my bike turn fine. Well, this little guy right here is what makes that happen. So in today's video, we're gonna be getting into it along with how to install it so that you guys can see it in motion. So let's get to it. First things first here, obviously, your race is what's gonna be going on first for your fork. I know that a lot of the times you guys only see the bearing, and that's because, again, of how small that this little clip is, but it makes all the difference. And of course, another thing that makes it hard to remember it's on there is how easy it is to put on. Because of the fact that Speedline's technology is so innovative, high tech, all of that stuff, we're able to just go ahead and use two thumbs and push down to snap it on. Now, in the past, there have been times where people have to get a special tool, special wrench, special cone, whatever it is you want to call it, and they have to push down and hammer against that just so that it'll slide on. But like I said, with Speedline, you don't have to worry about that. You saw how easy it went on, just two thumbs pushing down. Next, you're going to get your bottom bearing, slide that over, and that's what you're going to be able to see. Now, if you guys can't tell, it's really hard to even realize that your race clip is there because of how big that the bearing is in comparison to it, which again is another reason we forget it's there or hardly even notice it. So now that we have that bottom bearing on, we're gonna go ahead, slide this into the frame. It'll line up just like so. You see it all click into place. Then we're gonna go ahead and grab our headset. So we're gonna have our top bearing, which goes here. That's gonna slide on top just as easy. Then after that, we're gonna place our compression cap on the top again. Sometimes, guys, depending on if you haven't maintenance your bike yet, you're gonna need to go ahead and have some grease to allow this to slide on easier, all of that. Lucky for us, we just cleaned up our bike, so it is all good to go. But next up, we're gonna go ahead and grab our dust cap, making sure that Speedline parts lines up correctly. Now you're gonna notice, guys, it's not gonna have no spacing in between, okay? Because we're saving that for after we go ahead and compress everything down after we put the stem on. So after doing that, we're gonna go ahead, grab our spacer, slide that bad boy on there, then grab our stem, put that on there as well. Then because we're not completely over with just the stem, we're gonna go ahead and grab another one of our spacers, slap that right on top. An important thing that you guys want to remember when you're putting your headset together is that the spacer needs to go slightly over where your fork is going to end at, just because of the fact that then you're not going to have any compression if it doesn't. So after we do that, we're going to go ahead and grab our top cap, slide that on there just like so. And now once you have it threaded, you can let go of it. It's going to be hanging on there. And this is what's gonna bring all of that together and really smush it all back into one piece. So now we're gonna go ahead and grab the tool and tighten everything up. All right, now that we go ahead and we have our Allen good to go, we're gonna go ahead, continue tightening up here. Again, this is just compressing everything, bringing it all together, all of that good stuff. We wanna make sure everything is in line before we start tightening those side caps. So, side bolt, sorry. So, tighten that there, making it just nice and snug right now because of course once we put the bike on the floor, we're gonna have to make sure that everything is straight and with our bars as well. But what you're gonna notice that that race cap is doing here is allowing the bike to turn so smoothly, just like so. Without that racing cap, the bearing would be doing all the work and it would have nothing to even push against or hold it into place, which again would make it to the point where you couldn't spin it and turn it as effortlessly as you want. All right, guys, that is all that we had for you today. We had to give you a little bit of info on your race cap, how it affects your bike turning, because I mean, look at that. If it weren't for that brake cable hanging down, that thing would have gone all day long. But anyways, guys, we hope that you guys learned something out of this. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let us know in the comments what you liked about this video, and we will catch you guys on the next one.